Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for Toronto is Jesse Jefferson, whose record is 8-8 with a 3.90 ERA. And pitching for Detroit is Milt Wilcox, whose record is 8-2 with a 3.57 ERA. And so the Blue Jays beat us yesterday. We made a valiant comeback in the ninth inning, but we fell short. And so we move on to the fourth game of the four-game series. And after today's game, the Mariners are coming to town. And it's the first time we'll have seen them all season. So I'm looking forward to that, having a new team to play against. And so let's go ahead and get today's game going. The trading deadline is only in 6 more days, and so I am looking to make a trade for a relief pitcher, and so we'll see if we can't come up with someone to fill in that spot. If you take a look here, it looks like our bullpen is totally available, and as I mentioned, I'm looking for an extra relief pitcher, maybe someone I can put at AAA in case someone gets injured. So our lineup today is only different because Steve Kemp is listed as tired, and so I want to give him an extra day off today, and so Bob Baylor will be playing in his position. And so over here on the left side, you'll see the lineup today for the Blue Jays. We're going to go ahead and do the countdown there. And on the right side, you'll find their 1980 Topps baseball card that represents that player. And so leading off and playing right field for the Blue Jays is Lynn Jones. Batting second and playing center field is Rick Bassetti. Batting third and DHing is Tim Corcoran. Batting cleanup and at first base is John Mayberry. Batting fifth and catching is Ernie Witt. Batting sixth and playing third base is Roy Howell. Batting seventh and playing shortstop is Steve Davis. Batting eighth and in left field is Al Woods. And batting ninth and at second is Garth Orge. And on the mound for Detroit is Milt Wilcox. He's making his 16th start of the year. He missed a whole month with an injury, and his record is 8-2. With a 3.57 ERA, and opponents are batting .262 against him. He has no complete games this year. He typically goes between 6 and 7 innings, and I've yet to have the opportunity to stretch him out, so we'll see if we can't get him deep into the game today. And Lynn Jones comes to the plate. He's leading off against Wilcox. And Jones lines out to third as Hebner makes the play, so it's one down. Here's Rick Bassetti. He's 1 for 2 against Wilcox this year. He strikes out swinging, and it's 2 down. And here's former Detroit Tiger Tim Corcoran. He grounds it to short. Trammell has it for the third out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Wilcox, who has been pitching really good since he came back from the injury. And let's go ahead and do the Tigers rundown. Batting first and playing second base is Lou Whitaker. Batting second and at short is Alan Trammell. Batting third and at third base is Richie Hebner. Batting cleanup today and playing first base is Jason Thompson. Batting fifth and in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting sixth and at catcher is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh and DHing today is Champ Summers. Batting eighth and in left field is Bob Baylor. And batting ninth and in center field is Omar Marino. And here's Jesse Jefferson. He's on the mound for the Blue Jays today. He's making his 23rd start. He's 8-8 with a 3.90 ERA. Pretty respectable for the fourth place Toronto Blue Jays. Opponents are only batting .222 against him. 100 points better than 1979. That's really good. He's got 3 complete games, and all 3 have been shutouts. So that's something to be said for that. Leading off for Detroit, here's Lou Whitaker. He's 0 for 5 with 2 walks against Jefferson. And he strikes out swinging to start off the bottom of the first. So 1 down, here's Alan Trammell. Trammell lines out to third. So just like that, there's 2 down, and here's Richie Hebner. First time facing Jefferson this year, and he strikes out swinging. So 2 Ks for Jefferson in the first inning. We head to the top of the second, and John Mayberry will lead off against Wilcox. He strikes out swinging. That's 2 Ks for Wilcox. As Tiger killer Ernie Whitt comes to the plate, he grounds it to second, and Whitaker throws him out. That's 2 down. And that will bring Roy Howell to the plate, and he strikes out swinging. So 3 Ks for Wilcox through 2, and we head to the bottom of the second, no score. We have Jason Thompson leading off. This is his first game this year at the cleanup position, as he weakly hits it back to the pitcher. So 1 down. Gary Hancock, probably our player of the year so far, he strikes out. So 3 Ks for Jefferson. And Lance Parrish is catching. He's 0 for 5 against Jefferson, but he gets a base hit to right field. There goes the no-hitter. And so with 2 down, Parrish at first, Champ Summers, who's playing today for Kemp and Fisk, we're giving him a day off. And Summers grounds it to short, and that's the 3rd out. So to the top of the 3rd, Steve Davis starts off the inning, and he is going to hit a ball into the left center field gap. And he pulls into second base with a double. So runner at second, Al Woods, who's batting .320 overall in limited duty. Oops, there we go. There we go. And he lines it to left field, and Baylor has it for the first out. So 1 down for the number 9 hitter, Garth Orge, who's got well below average power. So we're going to pull the outfield in, try to prevent a run scoring on a base hit. And Davis steals third base. So now I'm inclined to pull the infield in. Try to go home to get that runner on a ground ball. And it won't make a difference as Orge hits a fly ball to left field. And he scores from third. So 1-0 as Davis scores on the sac fly by Orge. And with 2 down, we're back to the top of the lineup with Lynn Jones. And Jones pops it up on the infield on the third base side in foul grounds. And that's the 3rd out. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Bob Baylor leads off. Bob Baylor was a Blue Jay earlier this season as he grounds it to first. We traded John Hiller, our closer at the time, to Toronto. He's the setup man now for the Blue Jays. And Omar Marino, he grounds it to short. So First time through the lineup, Tigers only manage one hit as Whitaker comes to the plate with 2 down, and he pops it on a lazy fly ball to center field. And that's the 3rd out. So we head to the top of the 4th. Blue Jays are up 1-0. Rick Bossetti leads off the inning. And he hits it straight down into the dirt. Parrish has it, throws it to first, and that's 1 down. Only 2 hits total here in the 4th for both teams as Corcoran lines it to left. And Baylor has it for the 2nd out. So, 2 down. John Mayberry comes up. He's going to get a base hit to right field. And Mayberry now batting .269 overall. So with 2 down, Ernie Whitt comes to the plate. And Mayberry steals second. That's 2 stolen bases against Lance Parrish. It's very unusual. Especially Mayberry's well below average on speed. So I'm guessing these are hit and runs that don't connect. So once again, we got to pull the infield in. I'm sorry, not the infield. Let's pull the outfield in. And Ernie Whitt's been a very clutch batter, but he strikes out swinging. And we get out of the jam, heading to the bottom of the 4th. And Trammell will lead off against Jesse Jefferson. Only 1 hit through 3. And Trammell grounds it weakly to second. And Orge has it for the easy out. So 1 down. Here's Richie Hebner. Hebner hits a blooper over the shortstop into left center field. And the left fielder has it for the 2nd out. So 2 down for Jason Thompson. And Thompson grounds it to second. So the Tigers are not putting up much of a fight through 4. We head to the top of the 5th. Only 47 pitches for Wilcox as Roy Howell steps in. He rips a base hit to right field. So he stays at first with Steve Davis. We're going to guard the lines, try to turn 2. As Davis gets a base hit through the hole on the left side. And now runners are at first and second. Nobody out. And here's Al Woods. And he's going to hit a home run to right center field, a 3-run shot, and the Blue Jays take a 4-0 lead. So 3 straight hits for the Blue Jays. Nobody out for Garth Orge, and he's going to get the 4th hit in a row with a base hit to left. And although Wilcox is only at 55 pitches, he's definitely putting himself in a bad position here. He does induce a pop-up from Lynn Jones, and there's the 1st out. So the Blue Jays are showing some mercy here. Oh, nope, I take that back. As Bossetti walks, and now it's 1st and 2nd, and we're getting ready to go through the lefties. And when you don't have it, you don't have it. So we're going to take out Wilcox, and we're going to bring in Dan Schatzeder. Here's his stats. 7-2 overall, with a 4.27 ERA, a .262 opponent's batting average. He's made 5 starts on the year, which ballooned his ERA, but he's bringing it back down. And hopefully we can get through these lefties as Corcoran steps in with 1 down. And he's going to rip a base hit to right field. The run's going to score. And, wow, it's 5-0 with John Mayberry stepping in 3 for 8 against Schatzeder. There's no point bringing in the infield. Mayberry sends a fly ball into center field, and that drops in front of Moreno, and the 6th run scores. So they've opened up a can here against the Tigers, and Schatzeder is failing against his lefties. Here's Ernie Whitt with runners at 1st and 2nd, and he sends a ball into the gap. It will be caught by the right fielder. Corcoran advances, And it's first and third now as Royce Howell comes to the plate. He's 1 for 6 against Schatzeder, and he's going to ground out to second. And this game is somewhat out of hand as the Blue Jays are ahead 6-0. Tigers have only managed one hit against Jefferson, who has thrown 3 shutouts, right? So Gary Hancock at least gets a base hit to start off the bottom of the 5th. And he's at first base with Parrish coming to the plate. Parrish is going to ground it right to first. Is that 2? Yep, they turn an easy double play with 2 slow base runners. So now with 2 down, Champ Summers gets a shot at Jefferson, and he grounds it right back to the pitcher. And we head to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Tigers are looking rough as we're gonna have to take out Schatzeder. And technically, Schatzeder didn't give up any runs, but he did not help out his teammate Wilcox. Down 6 runs, we're going to bring in Hume, who pitched yesterday, and he had a 1-2-3 inning. So with Davis coming to the plate here in the top of the 6th, Hume gets him to fly out to left center field, and Baylor has it for the first out. So 1 down. This is Wood's first plate appearance against Hume. And he pops it up to short. Trammell has it on the outfield grass for the second out. So 2 down. Here's Garth Orge. Ooh, and he walks Orge. So 2 out walk. Lynn Jones back to the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 today. And he hits a blooper over Trammell's head. It falls in for a base hit. Little duck snort as Orge advances to third. So first and third, 2 down. Here's Rick Bossetti. Bossetti's 1 for 1 against Hume, and he laces a line drive to right, but Hancock catches it for the third out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Bob Baylor will come to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Tigers haven't even gone through the lineup twice yet, as Baylor pops it up right over the bag at second. And the shortstop Davis has it for the first out. So with 1 down, Omar Marino comes to the plate, and he's going to get the Tigers' third hit. And even though we're down by 6, we may as well put a little pressure on him by trying to steal second. So they pitch is high and inside, but Marino does steal the bag at second base. And so Whitaker has a 1-0 count, and he rips a line drive to center. It's caught by the center fielder, and Marino tags up and takes third base. So 2 down. First time we've had a base runner at third all game, as Trammell comes to the plate, and he grounds it to second, and that will end the inning. So now we're getting ready to face all these lefties here in the 7th. So this feels like a good time to bring in Pat Underwood. Oops, here's Underwood's stats. This is his 40th game. He's 1-1 with a 2.89 ERA. Opponents are batting .269 overall. Lefties are actually hitting him pretty well, batting .290 against them. So he's had more luck against the righties than against the lefties. But it's too late now as Tim Corcoran steps in. He's batting .311 versus lefties, so this is a match made in heaven for the Blue Jays. He hits a weak fly ball to center, and Marino has it for the first out. So it's 1 down. Here's power hitter John Mayberry. He hits it the opposite direction for the second out to left field. So 2 down. Here's Ernie Witt, and Witt grounds it to second. Oh, Whitaker boots it. And Whit is safe at first base. So, man, Whitaker has been really struggling in the field lately, and actually really at the plate. But unfortunately, Underwood gets Roy Howell to ground to second base, and we go to the bottom of the seventh. And the score is still 6-0. Tigers are just struggling to get anything going. Richie Hebner is the first batter up, and he's going to get a base hit to center field. That's 4 hits for Detroit, and the first for Hebner. We're going to go ahead and hit and run, get something going here. Thompson's 0 for 2 so far today. And he's going to hit a ball over shortstop Davis's head. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Hebner advances to third. And we have the makings of a rally. If it worked once, let's try it again with Gary Hancock. We're going to hit and run. Keep out of double play with our slowest runner, Thompson, at first. Hancock grounds it to second. Run's going to score from third. And we prevent the shutout as Thompson's safe at second. So we have 1 down. Thompson in scoring position. And Parrish walks. That's the first walk for Jefferson. And Champ Summers, with 1 down, runners at first and second, steps up to the plate, and he walks. So we have bases loaded. And although Baylor has not had a home run in quite a while, we have an opportunity to go within 1 run. I almost feel like I need to maybe pinch run for one of these slow guys on the base pass, but we're going to let Baylor swing away. Oh, and a wild pitch. And the run scores from third, Hancock that is, and so runners at second and third. We're going to hit to the right side, try to push it through the past the first baseman, maybe score 2. And instead, Baylor's going to ground it to short. The run scores from third. Summers remains at second. And we've cut the lead in half at 6-3. So 2 down. Number 9 hitter, Omar Marino, steps in. And he grounds it to short. Davis has it. And that's the third out. So we aren't going without a fight. We're going to take out Underwood, and it's the 8th inning. We're going to bring in Tobic, who hasn't really been dependable recently, but we'll take a look at his numbers real quick. This is his 50th game, so he's probably overused at this point. The record is 4-1 with a 2.80 ERA. Opponents are batting .256 against him. And he doesn't walk a lot of guys, so that's one benefit of bringing him here in the 9th. Steve Davis leading off. Davis is 0 for 5 against Tobic, but Tobic goes ahead and walks him. And runner at first for Al Woods. Woods is 1 for 1. And Davis steals second base. That's 2 stolen bases for Davis. So I think we need to intentionally walk Woods, who's a .340 hitter versus righties. We'll get to the number 9 hitter. And let's see if we can turn 2 with Orge. And instead, Orge is going to just dump it into right center field. Marino does make the running catch. So 1 down, back to the top of the lineup with Lynn Jones, 1 for 4 today. He's never faced his former teammate. Oh, man. And Tobic just rips it right into the ground for ball 4. So bases are loaded. We've got to pull the infield in for Bassetti. This is the last chance for Tobic to get out of this unscathed. 1-1 count, and Bassetti hits it right back to Tobic. And they do manage to turn 2. It's a 1-2-3 double play. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Lou Whitaker top of the lineup again, 0 for 3, and he's been just terrible. Let's take a look real quick. Batting average is down to 266, and he hasn't had a hit in forever. Oh my gosh, since July 14th. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong column. So he's batting 165 in his last 20 games, so not great either way. And he hits a fly ball into right center field. It's caught for the first out. So one down here in the bottom of the 8th. Trammell steps in. I don't think he's fared much better as he grounds it to third. It's going to be the second out as Howell throws it to first. And with 2 down, Hebner strikes out. So now we're going to the top of the 9th. It's time to bring Cappy in. So Cappy's a left-hander facing these next group of lefties. It's 28th game. He's got a 1.67 ERA. Opponents overall batting .210 against him. And lefties are only batting 192, although he's been effective against both sides. So Tim Corcoran, 1 for 4 today with 1 RBI, comes to the plate, and he's going to get a base hit into right center field. Marino gets it back in, and with a runner at first, John Mayberry comes up, and oh man, Cappy walks Mayberry. We just can never make it easy on ourselves. So nobody out, runners at first and second for Ernie Whitt, and Whitt bloops it right over Trammell's head. Corcoran scores from second, and it's 7-3, and nobody out. So this is the last shot for Capizzello, although I may keep him in against Woods. Oh, he does get Howell to strike out. There's the first out of the inning. And we're going to let him pitch to Steve Davis. Davis manages to get on base 36% of the time against lefties, but he strikes out swinging. So 2 down. Both outs have been strikeouts by Capizzello. And lefty Al Woods comes in, and he's going to get a base hit through the left side. Mayberry scores from second, and it's 8-3. And, man, I really should bring in a righty, but at this point it's so far out of control. We're going to let him pitch to Orge. And Orge grounds it to second base, and that's the third out. So with the game out of the hand, the Blue Jays are going to bring in Greg Thayer. And this is his 15th game. He's 1-2 with a 4.10 ERA. He's pitched a lot against Detroit. Let's take a look at the log. And yeah, he's pitched 3 of the last 8 games that we've been against Detroit. And Jason Thompson, our cleanup hitter, who's 1 for 3 today, will face Thayer first. And he gets a line drive to right field, but it's an easy catch for the right fielder. So 1 down. Here's Gary Hancock. Hancock pulls it down the right field line. And we're down by a whole bunch. We may as well try to stretch it to 2. Wait, he's there and he's there. Let's do it. Oh, Hancock is safe at second with the double. So 1 out, runner in scoring position. It's not over yet as Parrish steps in. And Parrish lines it the opposite way. And it's caught on the line by Jones. Do we dare test him again? 80% chance? Third out at third? I guess it doesn't matter. So let's say no. It wouldn't make a difference one way or another. We'll give Summers a chance to drive Hancock in against Thayer. And he won't, as he grounds it to first. So Toronto wins the last 2 games of the series. They win this one 8-3. We take a look here at the transactions, and nothing new of note. So let's pull up the box score and we'll get out of here as we fall back to 4 games behind the Yankees. And who's the player of the game? It's hard to say when we didn't really produce much at all. I guess we need to give it to Hancock. At least he had 2 hits and an RBI. And we'll give it to Hancock with that double. Wilcox takes the loss. He's 8-3. That's his first loss since coming back from the injury. And Jesse Jefferson, who was lights out for most of the game, gets the win. He goes above 500 with a 9-8 record. Al Woods gets his 4th home run. So that's it here from Tiger Stadium. The Mariners are coming to town tomorrow, and it'll be the first time facing them. And until then, everyone, have a great night.